workshop. Today we're going to do the next level of tap lessons where we're going to take a lot of the moves that we did in the first video, but we're going to put them into some actual steps that involve combinations of any and all of the movements that we did before. You can still learn tap even if you don't have tap shoes. Just put on a pair of runners or even in your socks in the kitchen. It's really okay. The point is to have fun and learn some different moves. A lot of the moves that we're going to do today are combinations that are tricky at first. You need to practice on repeat quite a bit. Don't feel like you have to get it after you've learned it once. It will take a lot of time. The point is to give you something to start with. Let's warm up. On your knees, make sure you're grounded into the floor, and we're going to toe kick. Now we're time. Feel. And double time. And tap. Double time. Remember, this is called a parodied. A little faster. Let's tap. To the side. Toe tap. To the side. Other side. Side. Toe tap. Twist it up. And ankles. And we're gonna brush. 1, 2, 3. Other way. Other side. Regular and tap. Other way. And brush in down. Shuffle down. Shuffle down. Let's use this back and forth. To the side. To the back. To the side. And press. To the side. To the back. And up. Let's go faster. To the back. To the side. And faster. To the side. To the back. To the side. The first move we're going to do today is called a Shirley Temple. And if any of you know anything about musical theater, in the 30s there used to be a child actress named Shirley Temple. There's even a little mocktail named after her. She had little ringlets. You can Google her. if you'd like to know more about her. But this is a move that you would see her do. It's pretty signature, and she would do it when she was 5 years old. So here's the Shirley Temple. What you're going to do to start is mirror me. So I'm going to start on my left foot, so you can start on your right foot. But what you're going to do is you're going to start with your right foot, and you're going to do a flap to the side. So out, land. So notice your weight is sort of in the middle. It's leaning towards the side, but not quite. From here, you've got your toe on the ground on this side, and your full foot here, you're going to do a heel. Then you're going to do a heel on your right foot, heel. So from the beginning, it goes flap, heel, heel. Now my weight is fully on this side, and I'm ready to brush this foot in. So I'm going to lift my toe just a little bit so I can just brush my foot in so it's turned here. Now I'm fully weighted on this foot. I'm going to come up and land my heel into the ground, heel. Then I am going to do a toe tap, and then I'm going to do another heel on my working supporting leg, heel. And that's the basics. Let's try a little faster. So flap, heel, heel, brush, heel, toe tap, heel. One more time, a little bit faster. Flap, heel, heel, brush, heel, toe, heel. Now typically the beats are all evenly weighted, so it would be, you would hear each one exactly at the same tempo. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So you can do it on the other foot. My weight is ready to do it on the other foot. I'm going to start with a flap. Now on your left foot, my right, flap. Then I'm going to heel, heel, and my weight is over here now. I'm going to brush, and then I'm going to heel, do another heel on this foot, toe tap, another heel. So from this side, I weighted here, flap, heel, heel, brush, heel, toe, heel. A little bit faster, even beats. Flap, heel, heel, brush, heel, toe, heel. So let's go back and forth, starting on your right foot. Flap, heel, heel, brush, heel, toe, heel. Flap, heel, heel, brush, toe, heel. Flap, heel, heel, brush, toe, heel. Flap, heel, 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 heel. The next move we're going to do is called a buffalo. So a buffalo is one of those kind of hokey tap moves you would see in some of the older musical theater style dances. And so a buffalo is where you are going to start on your right foot again. You're weighted off on your left foot, and you're going to jump or leap onto your working leg here. As you do that, so you should be on your toe. It's a little hard to do that. This foot is going to shuffle behind you. Then you're going to leap onto this foot, and your foot goes here. Then you're going to go step, shuffle, leap, step, shuffle, leap, step, shuffle, leap, step, shuffle, leap. And the other way, so if I'm here, I'm going to leap onto this foot, I'm going to shuffle behind me, I'm going to leap, leap, shuffle, up, step, shuffle, up, step, shuffle, up. So the typical hokey arms are like this, so we're going to do that. So you're going to go step, shuffle, up, step, shuffle, up, step, shuffle, up, step, shuffle, up. On the other side, step, shuffle, up, step, shuffle, up, step, shuffle, up, step, shuffle, up. A little bit faster. The other side. Another movement that is pretty common is something called a Maxie Ford. Again, named after a famous person who tapped named Max Ford, who was one of the 4 Fords. who was a famous tap sibling group in the 1900s. So this move was named after him, a Max Ford, called the Maxie Ford. So the Maxie Ford is very much like a buffalo. The only different is instead of leaping again, you're going to do a toe tap. So you're going to start on your right foot, you're going to leap onto your right foot, you're going to shuffle behind you, and then what you're going to do is you're going to leap back on that foot. Good thing I have this here, and you're going to toe tap. And then you're going to leap, shuffle, and toe tap. So typical arms for this are going to be leaning sideways, so it looks like you're sort of going diagonal. So Maxie Ford. Now for the buffalo and the Maxie Ford, those of you who have tapped before know that there's the next level where you include your pickup or your extra flaps or things like that. So if you know what I'm talking about, you should be demonstrating those levels of the skill in the dance move. Maxie Ford again. On this side, we're going to leap, we're going to shuffle behind us, we're going to land, toe tap. Ready? And often it comes with a stomp on the end, so I might do that at the end. Ready? Maxie Ford. My shuffle didn't come through there. Let's try again. Other side. There's a couple of different movements that you can do to move through the space. So we're going to start with something called a drawback. So a drawback, I'm actually going to be moving backwards. So hopefully you can see me. It's a 3-step movement. So I'm going to start by stepping back on the ball of my foot, and I'm going to keep up off of my heel right now. Then I'm going to lift my toe so I can brush, and then I'm going to land my heel. So that's the 3 counts. Step, brush, heel. And then I'm going to carry on. So I'm here now, I'm going to do step, brush, heel, step, brush, heel, step, brush, heel. So again, it looks like heel, step, brush, heel, step, brush, heel, step, brush, heel. A little bit faster. Step, brush, heel, 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 step. One more time, a little faster. So now you need a movement that can carry you forward. So a good movement for that is just a hop toe tap. So you're going to leap onto one foot and you're going to do a toe tap, but then you're going to hop right after. Step, toe tap, hop. Step, toe hop, hop. Step, toe tap, hop. Now the hardest thing about this is what people will tend to do is they won't want to, they'll be over here and they'll try and leap onto their other foot. But what you want to do is you want to jump and you're going to land on that same foot. Step, toe tap, up, down, land on the same foot. Step, toe tap, up, down, land on the same foot. Step, toe tap, down. So a little bit faster again. It's a 3-beat movement. Step. So this movement is one of the most famous, iconic movements of tap, and it's called a time step. I'm not sure why it's called a time step, but it definitely is a little bit more difficult in terms of hearing the timing, so maybe that's why. There's several different levels of time step that you can do. We're going to keep it to the very, very basic. Again, if you know your tap, you should be demonstrating that higher level of time step that you know you can do. So the basic time step, the reason that it's hard is that the very first count actually happens on count 8 of the phrase before. So what you're going to do is you're going to stomp into the ground on count 8. So this is 8. So then the beginning of the next phrase is 1, and you're going to hop up. You're going to bring your foot right up to here and hop on your back foot. 1. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. So that's the first part. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. From here, you're going to leap onto your, I guess it would be your left foot, so leap. Now I'm on this side, and I'm on my toes if I can be. From here, I'm going to flap, from there, okay? So 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, leap, flap. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3. Now my weight is sort of between my 2 feet. I'm on my toes. I'm going to do a ball change starting with my back foot. And 4. So this is my last count, and that's the end of the phrase where I'm going to pick my foot back up for 1. So that's 4. So it looks like this: 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, and 4. From here, you're weighted this way, you're going to continue. So this was 4, you're going to hop up 1, you're going to leap 2, you're going to flap, and 3, you're going to ball change, and 4. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, and 4. So one of the parts that's the hardest to figure out is the part that goes flap, ball change. So you might want to do that a couple of times on your own. So on this side, you would be weighted on your left foot. You're going to flap your right. You're going to go flap, ball change. Just try that. Flap, ball change. And just do that on repeat, and that's kind of the hardest part. On this side, you're weighted with your, this would be your left foot on the ground. You're going to left foot flap, ball change. Again, you're weighted here, flap, ball change. So if you practice that, it will work better. One more time, slow. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Notice I did the arms that time. They're the pretty basic arms that you would see in a tap musical. So for this combo, all it is just stringing all the movements together to make it feel like a little bit of a dance. So we're going to start, and I'm going to make sure that you're mirroring me. So you get to start on your right foot. I'm going to start on my left so that you just mirror me the whole time. So we're going to start with 2 Shirley Temples, starting with your right foot. Flap, heel, heel, brush, heel, toe, heel, flap, heel, heel, brush, heel, toe, heel. From there, you're going to do 2 buffaloes. So your buffalo, remember, you're going to leap onto your foot, step, shuffle, and up, step, shuffle, up. And the third one is going to be a Maxie Ford, step, shuffle, and toe tap, and a stomp at the end. Let's go slowly from the beginning. 5, 6, 7, 8. Flap, heel, heel, brush, heel, toe, heel. Flap, heel, heel, brush, heel, toe, heel. Buffalo, step, shuffle, leap, Maxie Ford, stomp. So you just did step, shuffle, and toe tap, stomp. Your weight is on your right foot. You're going to start by jumping onto your left foot to start your toe tap hops. So step, toe, hop, step, toe, hop, step, toe, hop, step, toe, hop. From the Maxie Ford, step, and toe tap down, step, toe, hop, step, toe, hop, step, toe, hop, step, toe, hop. From there, you're going to stomp your foot down, and then you're going to, well, actually it's going to be a stamp, because you're going to put your foot down and then weight it back up. So I'm going to stop here. This is a stamp, and a stomp is if I was going to put my weight right on it. So we're going to stamp, and then we're going to step, ready for our time. So from our Maxie Ford, we're going to do our toe, step, toe, toe hops, and then right into the time steps. So we go step, and toe tap, stomp, stomp, hop, step, hop, step, hop, step, hop, stamp. 1, 2. So we're going to be here. There's going to be a very slight pause. So your weight is on your, it would be your left foot, and you're weighted here. You're going to take a step back with your right foot, step. You're going to brush, heel, step, brush, heel, step, brush, heel, step, brush, heel. And you notice your weight will be on your left foot. You're going to do a stamp and then a stomp on your right foot. So you're going to stamp and then stomp. So you're weighted over here. You're going to leap onto this foot for a Maxie Ford, leap, shuffle, tap, and a stomp. Then you're going to do it again, shuffle, and tap, stomp, just to finish it off. So I'm going to walk through the whole routine slowly, starting with our Shirley Temple. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. Lap, heel, heel, push. Heel, lap, heel, 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 toe, heel. Buffalo. 1, 2, leap, shuffle, up, Maxie Ford, step, toe tap, stomp, toe taps, toe, hop, hop, toe tap, hop.